wish to welcome all of you back to campus. I know your studies was interrupted by circumstances beyond our control. I also note the fact that either during your lockdown or the first holidays, some of you could have got this disease, could have lost the loved ones. Some of you looked after the loved ones, and so on. I'm also in the same boat. Quite a number of family members actually got infected, but now they're out of it. So you may find that some of you would have got it and now you're up and running. Regarding the vaccination, I actually got the 2 and nothing has happened to me. I got it. I got the last vaccination over 1.5 months ago. We were the first to get it. So I would like to encourage all of you to do the same. One of the things we negotiated when we were trying to get the university open was the fact that we should ensure that we get you here safely and ensure that you're actually well protected. There are quite a number of measures which were in place at classroom level, and now some of it at hostel level. We're trying to discourage as much as possible visitors coming in. But one thing I also wanted to mention that don't trust anyone. Don't trust anyone, including yourselves. Ask yourself whether you're doing the right thing, walking around campus without mask, and so on. You may are going to places which is so crowded, and assuming things are okay there. It's important that we try to as much as possible protect each other. Management has taken up measures to ensure we have enough sanitizers around. The library in particular, where most of you go to, we have been telling the library and the cleaners to occasionally sanitize the laptop, the screens, including the keyboards. But my own personal advice equally, the fact that go with at least a small sanitizer in your bag, in your pocket, and so on, so that occasionally you should be able to sanitize your hands wherever you visit, as much as there are efforts by the management and the university to do that. The purpose of this assembly is, first of all, to brief you on what has been going on and also the plans for the future. What has been going on, I think my colleagues, the e-learning person has already mentioned. The issue of blended learning is going to be emphasized. That in case if this teaching and learning is interrupted in one way or the other, it should continue wherever we are. So that's why we are going to continuously try to improve on the kind of connectivity and the facilities. I know currently we zero-rated the Airtel, but maybe in future funds permitting, shall also include in the MTN and other services. We received most of your comments, your suggestions, and concerns. We are taking them up seriously. We are in the situation of trying to make sure we keep on improving. I know the Dean of Students should have been here, but I think she has also gone for her second year. One of the things which occurred in your absence was the approval of your constitution, which will govern you. And we shall, in the near future, give you a tentative dates to help you handle the issue of getting your leadership in place and getting them to attend various organs of the university, including council, the Senate. I need to inform you that the old council term ended. The new council will be starting this work before the end of the month. But there are some decisions which Senate took for the continuing students. We approved your results. I think the results are no longer provisional. They can be accessed from Patrick, the approved version. There will also be a need for you now to plan properly, more specifically for self-study in the next 4 weeks. It's going to be a bit tedious. We expect to utilize your weekends. And also, in case if we ask for extra time beyond 5, you need to understand that we want to see whether we can run where other people used to work in the past. One other thing I also wanted to emphasize is that you have come back and you will be here up to Christmas Eve. So send a message home that there's not going to be any holiday in your case, because immediately you finish the recess exams, the semester 1 exams for the case of the cohorts, you'll actually continue the next semester. You'll also start the next academic year, so that there is a need for you to make sure you are prepared to stay on up to December. We shall ensure that before you break off for Christmas, you'd have done the semester exams that year. But for completion, the next 3 weeks and so on, engage your lecturers, engage most of us in case there's any problems here and there. Our dining is about to be ready. I think you give it 3 weeks. They are trying to do final touches, collecting water there. And some of you could have walked through the corridors. You could have seen the tables which are already ready to be rolled in there. So that place is not only going to be for eating or for you to get some refreshments. It can also be a place for self-study. We are connecting power. We're also connecting making sure the Wi-Fi reaches that place so that you can log in and be able to continue with your studies much longer in a quiet and safe place. Meanwhile, that you get the refreshments going on. Plans for the exams is that it's going to be face-to-face. It's not going to be online. Although in the future, when we start working out more details of how to deal with the face-to-face, some of you did face-to-face exams in the past. We shall continue with that arrangement. Those who did not complete their registrations, I would like to call upon you to check with my office so that most of those things are handled. The other issue, probably, which might be of interest to you, is the fact that, which Dr. Lucas talked about, is we actually go to vaccinate from here. Those who did not get vaccinated. So make sure get into the queue, because I think they are taking on 50 persons per day, that you could take advantage of that. I call upon you to engage most of us, and so to prepare, plan your day as much as possible. The emphasis on self-study. You are all welcome back to campus. And if there is any question or any comments,